Well, let's be clear. Whatever Christianity proposed in its pure form is not different than what Krishna proposes or other traditions that came before. And these traditions that are rooted in some form of reality, although they may express it in a mythological way, know and understand the plight of human beings, understand that human beings are in pain and suffering, understand that human beings are enslaved. In the Gita, they're enslaved by illusion. In Christianity, they're enslaved by a Luciferian entity, whatever, right? There's always a quote-unquote an adversary of some sort. And humanity is suffering due to that adversary, no matter how you want to understand the adversary, whether it's inner or outer, it doesn't really matter. And because of that, over generations, they suffer, and then we need to release them from their slavery so that they can achieve their birthright, which is peace. In this world and the next, and maybe both at the same time as they align, and then it gets... So Christianity isn't technically inventing something new. If you don't know anything else about other traditions, it may seem original to you. But if you read the Bhagavad Gita, it's literally almost the same, except Krishna speaks in a very Krishna way, and Jesus speaks like a Semite. It's very Jesus. So religions have always attempted to appease the anxiety of human beings. And I'm telling you, and I'm stressing, and I'm reiterating, and I will not stop because there's nothing else. The fundamental anxiety or fear at the base of every human being's life is death. You may not think of it because you're too busy being busy. But it's propelling every single one of your actions. It's built into nature, except the creatures in nature are not quote-unquote conscious in the same way you are. So you are literally in a train going straight to a wall. And before you get to the wall, you're going to get sick. You're going to suffer. A lot. That's besides the fact that everything around you is fucked up. And then you're going to smash at a wall. Every human being knows this. It doesn't take... You don't have to be very smart to understand the very basics of life. So religion proposed some kind of solution. Listen, you're in hell. This is horrible. They create a narrative and a story and an explanation according to the people's minds and capacity to understand. If you dedicate yourself to this, it'll appease your suffering. You will suffer less. You will create less horrible, bad actions, sins, which will create less pain and suffering here, and will bring you to a paradise after you die. Now, this may differ according to the tradition. It's irrelevant. But the point is, human beings are anxious because something is awaiting them, and they know it. They can feel it. They can see it, and they're scared. Well, it doesn't fucking work. Because if it worked, we wouldn't be where we are. And that's the sensitive thing that people don't want to talk about. So for thousands of years, people are doing yoga. And what's the outcome? Well, here we are in the middle of fucking hell. So let's pretend we're Indian. And we're living in India. And there's the Vedic texts and all their teachings and whatnot. Well, why are we where we're at if you've been teaching for thousands of years the truth? This is not to say that it's not the truth. It's to say that there's something not working. And people don't want to address that. They want to always revert to this. They're fucking lying to themselves. It's a load of shit. Then they create a story around this. No. For the mass. Well, where is it taking you? You may have read some Vedas or not and listened to your priest or your Swami, and you may have done your penances and prayed and brought your gemstones and hung, whatever. You did all the things to appease Saturn and whatever the hell you want. And at the end of the day, what's happening? You're suffering. Ain't nothing changing. And from one generation to the next, even though the lifestyle and the conditions of life due to European or America, the modern world is making life easier and better, you're suffering more than ever and dying in a more painful way than ever. So what does that say about those traditions? So Christianity has found a solution. Well, no, it's not totally true. It depends on the version of Christianity you buy into it. Those are like genuine Christians know that they have a job, which is to bring Christ down to earth and make shit right. It's kind of like the Jews in a way. Anyways, let's not get too lost in religious talk. The point is, fundamentally, it doesn't matter if fundamentally you have a fear of death, and you can see what works and doesn't work, and science is there, and you can see it's non-negotiable power. Just look at a plane. Subject closed. Look at a computer, subject closed. You got a thing in your pocket. You can talk to another person on the other side of the world instantly. You push a button, you can buy shit and whatever you want comes by the mail. In a minute, it's going to come instantly. You're going to print it. That's God. That's the truth. And people are not comfortable with that. But instinctively, you know it's a superior power to whatever bullshit, to whatever mental deity you believe. The truth is the truth. It's not a mental concept. But a religion is a mental construct. And people don't realize that these mental constructs have been created by clergy in order to be able to push an agenda forward. They want to believe that their religion is the truth. Now that's going to offend people. What can I say? You haven't done your research. You haven't dug deep enough. At the end of the day, they're constructs. And again, constructs have one purpose: direct your sexual energy in a particular direction in order to serve whoever created the construct's agenda. It's not just Christianity that's evil. It's not evil. You may say it's evil. You may say the Catholic Church is evil, yet you're watching me on the internet because of the Catholic Church, so go fuck yourself. Anyways, there's so much to say at the same time, and there's so much stuff that people are not aware of, and because they don't understand the nature and the subtlety of the mind, they may believe that their religion is the truth. I don't care about a religion. Truth is truth. It's absolute. It's a power that you have access to directly through via your nervous system. It ain't got nothing to do with a construct. It ain't got nothing to do with a belief. It ain't got nothing to do with an idea. No matter how pure or perfect or powerful the idea may be, it remains an idea. It's in the realm of the mind, and you know who runs the mind. It doesn't matter how you want to call that deity or that power. It's a mind. It's a construct. It's a matrix. And whatever the hell you think God is, it's beyond the mind. It has also created the mind, but it has given the mind a ruler. So if your deity is anchored in the mind, that means you're serving the power that runs the mind, which you may call by whatever name you want, and you may even think it's God. But you don't know. Anyways, that's me taking a beautiful hyperbole that is not a hyperbole because it's straight on the point. The point is, human beings have an existential anxiety. So once upon a time, they used to hold on to these old primitive belief systems to appease their anxiety. And in parallel, the intellect grew, and sciences, as we understand science, evolved. And you can clearly see that the science is actually solving your problems, at least from a point of view. And the more it evolves, it doesn't say you have to reject your religion. You can believe in whatever you want, but you're really giving your power to the church of science, aren't you? Oh, we clearly saw what you did. It doesn't matter what belief system you had. You took that shit right in your arm. You didn't even think about it because they told you so. Because that's your true religion. You just don't want to be honest about it. Anyways, this is the majority of people on earth. The point of what I'm trying to say is that you can observe the power of science and the mind that's constructed it. And you can see, well, in not so long, that mind is able to. There's a robot that can shoot 3-pointers. It's a robot. It shoots 3-pointers. They can make it shoot from the other side of the court if they wanted to. It would require some adjustments. It's a robot. So clearly, whatever mind is creating this, because people think it's a human being. Human beings don't create fuck all. It's a mind, and that mind is activated in a human being who serves that mind. Anyways, the point is, you can clearly see the power of that scientism, that whatever runs that. You can see it. It genuinely alleviates your pain. And your existential anxiety, which is not resolved by your beliefs. You may believe as much as you like, and you may be a good believer, and you can hold steadfast to whatever you believe. It doesn't change. You're dying, and you don't have a solution. I don't care if you pretend that you believe that you're going to go to heaven after you die. You don't fucking know. You believe in it. And don't give me that fake bullshit. You're a liar. You can't cheat your nervous system. Do you understand? You can't cheat the nervous system. And the nervous system is always looking to repose on the strongest power. Well, the strongest power is the one that you're seeing, not your belief. And now I can fuck you up even more and say, you know what? Science, the mind of science is the same mind that created your religion at some point in time, but your religion is a primitive technology. While in parallel, They were building the capacity to manipulate and control nature in order to secure, well, maybe not you, but secure that in the future generations, if they want you to live, you're not going to die. And then we've solved the fundamental problem. So you can see from people that they're putting their faith in this because it's solving the problem, the real problem. Now you want to zoom out and say, well, is it really solving the problem? No. The primary lesion has remained. We haven't solved the primary lesion, but this is a whole other topic. I ain't not getting into it right now, but I think you understand what I'm saying. I believe my flow is wonderful. It may make sense to some of you. If it does, hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a chew. That's what I got to say about that. Thank you.